Okay, this is recording number 4, and now we are using more with nouns, adjectives, and adverbs. Okay, and so let's take a look. You need to decide if you are going to use more or nothing for these. Okay. So when we have a noun, then you're just going to use more. So we have a noun. Let's do the parts of speech first. Quickly is an adverb. Better is a comparative. Harder is a comparative. Time is a noun. Water is a noun. Easier is a comparative. Rain is a noun. Miles is a noun. And quietly is an adverb. Okay, so we cannot use more when we have a comparative. So we would have nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Okay, so I have more dolls with a noun. Let's do the nouns. More dolls. Let's do the other nouns. Time. Do you need more time? Water. A top-loading washing machine uses more water. Rain. We need more rain. Miles. This car has more miles on it. Okay, now let's look at adverbs. Shelley runs more quickly. The children are working more quietly. Okay, so the idea with more, we're doing comparatives. Excuse me. And we cannot use more in front of a comparative. And that's it. I think this is pretty easy. Okay, now repeating a comparative. Now, when we're repeating a comparative, we need to say the comparative 2 times. And so if we are using like the adjective fast, would be faster and faster. So we just say the same thing 2 times. And if we were using one that used more, that would be different. So let's use tired. So we have tired, and to do the comparative of tired, we use more. Okay? However, we do not say more tired and more tired. What we do, let's get rid of tired, is just say more 2 times. More and more tired. Okay? And when do we do this? We do this when something is increasing. Okay? So, something is increasing. I am tired, but as the night goes on, I'm getting more and more tired. Okay? So that's how you repeat a comparative to express that something is increasing. My feeling of tiredness is increasing. Okay. The weather will get hot in a few days. In fact, the forecaster says it will get, and we want increasingly hot, which would be hotter and hotter. Okay, and then when I got my grades, I felt very discouraged. As the evening went on, I got more and more discouraged. Okay, so hot is 1 syllable. Discouraged is 3. This one is 1. So that's going to be harder and harder. This one is 1. So that's going to be redder and redder, but red, the e is a short vowel. So it looks like this. Redder and redder. Okay, so that is what happens when you have a short vowel. Just so that you know what I'm talking about, let me go to Albert English. Okay, and I'll go to the IPA. Okay, and let me get down here to the vowel chart. Okay, so these are the English vowels. We have long, we have long vowels right here. Sorry about that. A, E, I, O, and U. And then we have short vowels, A, E, I, and Okay, and when we are adding the ER, if we want to keep this sound A, if we want to keep E, if we want to keep I, we want to keep we want to keep the way that we do that is we double the consonant. Okay, and this is mainly for short words. Okay, we have challenging. That's 3 syllables, so that would be more and more challenging. We have relaxed. That's 2 syllables, and that would be more and more relaxed. We have confused. That's 2 syllables, so that would be more and more confused. And then we have expensive. That's 3 syllables, so it would be more and more expensive. Okay, next we're using double comparatives. Before we do that, let's look here. You need to focus on the format. Okay, and for the format, we need to know the part of speech of the thing that's increasing. So whether it's a noun, a verb, an adjective, and an adverb. The verb is the easiest way. Okay, so if the increasing thing is a verb, then it's going to be the more, subject, and verb phrase. So that's pretty easy. If the thing that's increasing is an adjective or an adverb, it's going to be the, and then a comparative. So if it were hot, it would be hotter, the hotter. If it were delicious, it would be the more delicious. And then we have adverb. If it were fast, it would be the faster. If it were quickly, it would be the more quickly. And then for either an adjective or an adverb, the subject and verb phrase come after that. A noun can be tricky. So the noun is the increasing thing. And the way that would look is, it would be the more noun, and then subject and verb phrase. Okay, so oftentimes you're going to have a noun as the object in this verb phrase, and that noun is going to move over here. And a lot of times you're moving the adjective or adverb from another position in the sentence over that way. But with a verb, you're not moving anything, and that's why I say that it's easy. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Okay, so we have argued. They argued. Argued is increasing, and that's a verb. They became upset. Upset is increasing, and that is an adjective. Okay, so we need the verb format. That's the, more, subject, verb. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's going to be the more. Subject, they. The more they argued, comma, and then we have adjective format. We need the, and then the comparative, whatever that is. It could be with and it could be with more. So let's look at it. We've got upset. Upset is 2 syllables, and it doesn't end in Y or anything else. So we have to use more. Okay, so it's going to be the more upset. Okay, and more upset is the comparative form. And then we just use subject and verb. Subject and verb. They became. Okay? Okay, we have loudly, that's an adverb, and we have laughed, that's a verb. So we're using adverb and verb form. Okay, subject, the bus driver sang loudly. So we need the, and then the comparative of loudly, the more loudly, and then subject, the bus driver. The bus driver, verb, sang, comma, then we have verb, that's the easy one, the more, and then subject, the children, it's right there, and verb, laughed. Okay, and then here, the subject was the bus driver. The subject was the children. And here we've got the. Yes, we have the 4 times, but that is not important because this the is there because it's part of the double comparative. This the is there because of the double comparative. But this is the subject, and this is the subject. Don't worry about there being 4 thes. This is correct. Okay. Next, we've got blew, the wind blew. This is a verb. That's the easy one. And we have cold. That's the adjective. Okay. So, the more the wind blew, comma, and then we have adjective. The, and we need the comparative of cold, and that's 1 syllable. So it's going to be the colder. Subject, we, verb, got. Okay. And then, I was tired when I began to exercise. However, as I exercised, verb, I began to feel energetic. Adjective. Okay, so verb is going to be the easy one. The more subject, I exercised, comma, and then adjective, the, and we need the comparative form of energetic, and that's energetic. That's 4 syllables, so that's more. The more energetic. Subject, I, verb, phrase, began to feel. Okay. And then number 5, I'm on a diet and exercising, so I'm eating healthy food. As I eat a lot, eat is a verb, I'm gaining weight. Weight is a noun. Okay, and then let's look down here. Okay, so we have identify what's increasing, and it's part of speech. That's what we've been doing. And then we've got remember that there are two sides, the cause and the effect. The first side causes the second side. There's a comma in the middle. And then we have the starts on both sides. Both sides do not need to have the same part of speech. And do not use words like many or a lot in the original sentence. Okay? Those words disappear. Why do they disappear? They disappear because we've got words like more here. And that's why they disappear. So this word a lot is going to disappear because of the more. Okay. So again, as I eat a lot. So eat is a verb. We don't need as. We're starting with the. The more subject I eat, comma. I'm gaining a lot of weight. Okay, so this is noun format. Noun, remember, is the, more, the increasing noun, and then subject verb phrase. Okay, so let's try that. The more, and then the increasing noun, that's weight, weight. Oops. Okay, my pen's not working. Subject, I. Okay, here we have the present continuous. I'll just use that. I'm gaining. The more I eat, the more I'm gaining. But I would probably, what we want to do is say this happens anytime. So I would probably get rid of that grammar. And I would just say, the more weight I gain. Okay. And then we've got, I got poison ivy. That's a plant that we have in Virginia and all over the United States. You may or may not have it in your country, where if you touch the plant, then you'll start itching and get a rash on your skin, and it's very terrible. Okay, so skin is a noun, and scratch is a verb. Okay? So my skin itches a lot, and a lot is going to disappear. And I scratch so much is going to disappear. And we don't need it. Okay, so the more. I am surprised I wrote this. No, it's okay. Okay, the more my skin, okay, and we have to keep my and skin together. The more my skin itches, the more subject I, verb scratch, and then yes, we do keep it. Sorry about the confusion there. I had forgotten this sentence. The more my skin itches, the more I scratch it. Okay, number 7. It's Christmas time, so she's shopping. She buys a lot of gifts. Gifts is a noun. A lot of is going to disappear. She gets deep in debt. Okay, and I would call this an adjective. Okay, so the first part is noun. Remember, the, more, increasing noun, subject, verb phrase. Okay, so the more, increasing noun, gifts. Subject, she, verb, buys. comma, and then we have adjective. The more, I'm sorry, deep is one syllable, so it's going to be the deeper. Subject, she, verb phrase, gets in debt. Okay, and then number 8. He drinks too much caffeine at night. It's hard for him to sleep. Okay, so caffeine is a noun, and hard is an adjective. Okay, so noun. The more caffeine he drinks, and the too much disappears because of more. You can write at night if you want to, or you can just put the comma there. Okay, and we have adjective, and hard is one syllable, so that's harder. The harder. Okay, and we can't do it's. We have to say it is. We have to say it is. We have to separate that. For him to sleep. Okay, and I don't want to go in too deeply on this, why it cannot be it's. It's got to be it is. But the reason why is because what comes after it, right here, we moved in front of it. And if it's after, then we can have the contraction it's. But if it's not there, then we have to separate them. And I'll just leave it at that. Okay, and I'm going to stop right here for this recording. Thank you.